That was the University of Sierra Leone. Onwards, round 3. The score stands at 140 for Copperbelt University, Zambia, against 180 for the University of Sierra Leone. 2 new players in centre position for the University of Sierra Leone. We have Abubakar, who is very humble, I know, but is in fact a film star.
Not exactly, John, but some time back, I had a small goal to do in a movie directed by Newtinai Adwaka, titled Lesga. It was shot on location in Kigali, and it's actually won a FESPACO award back some years back, and it's also won a Cannes Festival award.
And what was the small role you played?
I played the role of Meshach, small one.
Meshach, who's the best friend of the lead role.
Yeah.
So he's a humble lad, we know that. Okay, Caesar from the Copperbelt University, Zambia. If I were to travel to Zambia and on my way out of the airport I had to buy a CD, which Zambian musician would you recommend?
Well, I would advise you to go for General Ozzy.
General Ozzy?
Yes, one of the finest musicians to have ever graced the Zambian music landscape. His style of music can be summarized into Zamraga, that is Zambian raga. I never leave home without any of his music on my iPod, and he's basically the finest around in Zambia.
Right, I hope his music inspires you to choose a good category. Have a look at our 4 new categories, and they are: A is for animals, diplomacy, named after ancient gods, spices.
Named after ancient gods, please.
It is. Named after the Greek god of sleep, which HY is an induced state in which one is open to suggestion. Sierra Leone?
Hades.
No, I'm turning it over to Copperbelt.
Hypnos.
That is correct for 20 bonus points. 1. Which drug is named after Morpheus, the Greek god of dreams?
Morphine.
That is correct. 2. Which word for inability to sleep comes from the Roman god Somnus?
Insomnia.
That is correct for 20 points, giving you a total of 170 Sierra Leone, 180 Caesar. Choice of category, please.
Named after ancient gods.
It is. Named after the Greek goddess of retribution. Which word ending in IS describes an archenemy? Copperbelt?
Contestants.
I'm turning it over to Sierra Leone.
Nemesis.
That is correct for 20 bonus points, 10 points apiece. 1. Which 5-letter M word is the Greek personification of insanity?
Maniac.
That is correct. 2. Which 6-letter Psi word is the Greek personification of the soul?
Psych.
That is correct, giving you 20 points and a total of 210. Copperbelt 170. Abubakar, choice of category, please.
Ancient gods.
It is. Geras, the Greek god of aging, provides the name for which medical field that treats the elderly? Sierra Leone?
Gigant.
No, I'm turning it over to Copperbelt.
Gerontology.
That is correct for 20 bonus points. Which word for immature or childish comes from the Roman goddess of youth?
Juvenile.
That is correct for 20 points, giving you a total of 200 against Sierra Leone's 210. Caesar, choice of category, please.
Diplomacy.
It is. The 1888 Convention of Constantinople opened which African canal to ships of all nations? Sierra Leone?
Suez Canal.
That is correct for 5 points apiece and a 5-point bonus for all 3. Before World War II, the 1940 Tripartite Pact formally bound which 3 nations as the Axis powers?
Japan.
Yes?
Italy and Germany.
That is correct for 20 points, giving you a total of 240. Copperbelt 200. Abu, choice of category, please.
A is for animals.
It is. Caves, trees, lakes. Arboreal is an A term that means an animal lives where? Sierra Leone?
Trees.
That is correct. For 20 bonus points, 10 points apiece. Adder, anaconda, asp. 1. Which often exceeds 150 kilograms?
Anaconda.
That is correct. 2. Which did Queen Cleopatra of Egypt use to kill herself?
Asp.
That is correct for 20 points, giving you a total of 270. Abubakar, choice of category, please.
A is for animals.
It is. Which A term describes animals and people who lack their normal colour and generally appear white? Sierra Leone?
Aborigine.
No, I'm turning it over to Copperbelt.
Albino.
That is correct. For 20 bonus points, albinos often suffer from photophobia and increased sensitivity to what?
Lights.
That is correct for 20 points, bringing your total to 230. End of round 3. The score now stands at 230 points for Copperbelt University, Zambia, against 270 for the University of Sierra Leone. will be back to play the ultimate challenge when either team has its last chance to win right after this.